guys, welcome back to my channel, Lene's World, and today's recap is going to be on Bel-Air, this new season, season 2, episode 6. And if you guys have been following along with this season, which has been good, so I'm trying to figure out why hasn't been much talk about it, but nonetheless, we're going to spread the word with this review, okay? So, little recap from last episode, just to give you guys something, because some things to look out for. So last episode, it was Hillary's mom event, right? And you know she's dating Jazz, right? So at Hillary's mom event, she invited her ex through, but she brought him through on some business type of shit, right? And he supposed to be like some big well-known athlete, right? So while they're there, Jazz sees him. Jazz is like, oh shit, is that so-and-so? So he go up to him and he's like, hey, bro, your biggest fan. Damn near being a groupie, right? And then he finds out, yeah, that's Hillary's ex-boyfriend. So you already know how men do. Your ego has just literally deflated in front of everybody, okay? Because he's like, this nigga not only taller than you, he's an athlete with money and was fucking your bitch before. So, of course, and the family loves him. So he got like a triple, quadruple whammy going on, okay? So you already know Jazz ain't feeling that. So, of course, when he found out it was Hillary's boyfriend, he was like, okay, so what the fuck going on here? Why the fuck you ain't tell me this shit? Like, I don't understand what's going on. And just how dumb bitches do. Not saying she's dumb, but she's just like, what? I don't see a problem. And, I mean, he's here for work and whatnot. And so Jazz like, okay, so why the fuck y'all break up? And she's like, we broke up because, I think, he moved away and she got tired doing long distance and whatnot. So that don't even add to this man's, they don't even add to Jazz's, like, being calm, because it's like, oh, so y'all broke up because the distance, not because, like, you hated him when he cheated on you, it was just distance? Oh, shit. So, of course, he feels away. So, that was the last episode, right? So, that will come up again this episode. That's why I want to give y'all that backstory on that shit, okay? So let's fast forward to this episode, okay? So this is what the Banks family reunion, okay? This is Phil's family, and he decided that his ass was gonna host the goddamn reunion, okay? So I don't think we ever got to see Phil's like family for real. I'm trying to figure out from like the original Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I don't think we ever got a chance to see like, you know, like who the hell for real Phil came from. I don't know. But either way it go, we get to see it. Apparently, he got a black family. Okay, like these like some real N-words, right? So, so Viv is like, oh, Jesus, Lord, it's going to be hosted. It's going to be here at that. So you can tell it's going to be a black family because now Phil is sitting up here trying to teach Aunt Viv how to play goddamn spades. And you know black folks in they spades, honey. I'm Viv. I'm Aunt Viv. I don't give a damn about playing no cards with y'all because y'all so fucking rowdy and slanging books down and drunk and yelling and too competitive with a damn card game. So he teaching her that shit. And she trying to get it and she looking like, oh, okay, whatever. So then in the midst of playing the game, keep in mind now, Phil said he was going to host the goddamn reunion and that he was going to handle everything. Bullshit. Men so full of shit. Of course, he's like, yeah, honey, I knew I said I'm going to handle everything. And I know you busy as hell, per usual. Women are always busy and men come in with extra requests on top of shit. And he's like, yeah, but I need you to pick up my mama and swing that hoe by the nail shop. And bring her back here because she apparently don't want to stay at the hotel accommodations they got her. So Viv like, why the fuck? Like what's wrong with the penthouse at the Four Seasons? Okay. So I'm looking like, hey, what the hell wrong with that too? And so feels like it must have been goddamn Lucius. Oh, not Lucius, but whatever his damn brother name. I forgot his damn brother name. We're gonna call him Lucius for right now. But yeah, he's like, it must have been his ass getting in mama ear or whatnot. So not only would he pick that hoe up, take her to the nail shop, but then she gonna be staying with us for the weekend. Oh Jesus! So that's gonna be some shit there, right? So the next thing was Aunt Viv and Phil still talking, and then Jeffrey brings his ass in, and he's like, I need to talk to y'all. Real quick. So we looking like, damn, what's going on, right? Like, is everything good? Keep in mind now. Last episode, I'm not mistaken, if you guys didn't watch it, Uncle Phil had put a damn camera in his office because he noticed Jeffrey's ass was in there sometimes, like, for what? So he put a camera in there, and so we saw Jeffrey rambling and rummaging through shit trying to find something. So we just now figured out that he was trying to find his long lost son. Okay, so we'll get into a little bit later on. So yeah, so next scene cuts to Carlton in his damn room, sweating and shit, looking stupid as hell in front of the mirror, and Will comes in. He's like, "What the hell you doing? Why you going so hard?" And he's like, "Yeah, this goddamn family reunion. We always play flag football, and my dad and his brother are so competitive, so we got to make sure we be in shape for this fucking flag football shit." So Will's like, oh, "Okay, y'all so extra." So he really came in to tell Carlton that he was going to stay in the race to win the Founders Award, because Will and Carlton had been nominated for this big prestigious award for their school, which is like the biggest. I don't think any black person had won it yet. So the fact that they're nominated is like great, right? So at first, Will got nominated unbeknownst to him. He wasn't even trying to. But thanks to that goddamn protest they had last episode, he ended up getting nominated to be the Founders Award recipient, okay? So he was originally like, "Nah, I'm good. I ain't gonna do that shit," because, that's more so Carlton thing. Carlton want to get into the widest Ivy League school he could find. So by him being the Founders Award recipient, he got a shoe-in. Like, he'll be definitely, be in. So Will said initially, he was like, "I ain't gonna do that shit. I ain't worried about that shit, the more Carlton thing." But then since Will been talking to this goddamn basketball recruiter person thing, who told him you might not want to just not look into it and not give it a try, because these D1 schools, they be looking for shit like that. Like, what makes you different from all the rest of the athletes? Because all y'all can play, but what's going to stand out? So listening to that, Will like, let me go ahead and talk to Carlton and let him know that shit. I know I said I was going to goddamn let you have that shit, but I want to stay in the race. Like, I want to stay forward. And you already know Carlton is not having that shit. He's like, "You what? So you really doing this shit?" So, of course, he mad. Will like, "And this is why I want to talk to you at, because I know you was going to be 38 hot like a hoe." So, of course, he is. So, he said, "Get out my goddamn face." Okay. Next scene is, now we cut back to Jeffrey talking to Viv and Phil. And he's pretty much said that, "I need to find my goddamn son." Okay, I need to find my son. So apparently Jeffrey does have a son. He's 22 years old. He was adopted. Jeffrey gave him up for adoption because, of course, he was in the streets. He was a thug. He was doing too much, and he couldn't, be that figure that his son needed to be in order to be successful and not on no fucking thug hot boy shit, right? So he had Uncle Phil promise him that he would never tell him where this boy was at or what he was doing. Like, "Don't tell me because I don't want to fuck up that man's life." So Phil said, boom, bam, agreed. So now, all these years later, you coming back talking about something, you got to find your son. So they looking like, we ain't finna do all that. But we got this goddamn folder that got a little info in it that could make you feel at ease. So he opened the folder up, and apparently it's touching. And we cut the scene. So we got a little backstory on Jeffrey and his damn son. So that was pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like to get a little character development. It's always needed and always much appreciated. So the next scene cut to Mama Phil, who happens to be an all-star. What she played, first thing come to my mind is D in goddamn Wayans Brothers. She played the mama in Friday, Craig's mama. So yeah, she played in 227. I'm taking it way back with that one. Not 227, but anyway, I'm getting off topic. But yeah, either way it go, you know who she is, okay? So she comes in with goddamn Viv with these damn suitcases and shit. And of course, you know how mamas got to talk shit about the wife, because they don't think nobody is going to be the best for their son. But just, doing a little light jabs. So she comes in, speaks to all the grandkids, hugging up on everybody, loving up on everybody, hugging on Will too. Come on, because you family too. And then hugging on her son, told her son that, you love me and all, but not good enough to come pick me up from the airport yourself. Stinger. So yeah, he's like, you already coming in the goddamn door starting shit, I see. Thanks, Mom. So she pretty much coming in the door, putting these kids to work. She said, who gonna who gonna help me, cut these damn greens up? That's been in her goddamn suitcase. And she came all the way from the South. So it's been in your suitcase for like 5+ hours. And we like, who finna eat these goddamn old ass greens? Grandma, please. So she got the kids in there cutting up greens, as you can see, still nonetheless. And so feels like, Not Phil, but then Will's like, hell, I see Uncle Phil got everybody doing shit around here. What all y'all got to do? So he's talking to Ashley. Ashley's like, yeah, Daddy got me on old folks patrol. Pretty much help the old folks out, make sure they get fed. They got diet restriction, diabetes, and all that bullshit. That's your job, little girl. I said, perfect, right person for it, the right person for it. And then Uncle Phil got Hillary baking this damn pie, because they got a damn pie contest that he want to win against Sue's brother. Him and his brother got this fucking competition, this unhealthy ass, just gotta outdo each other type of goddamn mentality type of shit going on. So he said he enlisted Hillary to make his goddamn pie to win, right? So as they're talking and whatnot, Hillary asks Will, and she's like, have you spoken to Jazz? Because, like, he been, like, not responding back to my text messages, acting real fucking distant. So Ashley said, bitch, I would, too, if I came to the event and your ex-boyfriend is there. And then he was like, what? She was like, I talked to him, and he said it was okay. And Will looking like, right. And then she's like, no, for real, it wasn't okay? And they're like, what do you think? You think having your ex-nigga here with your current boyfriend, and he didn't even know he was gonna be here, gonna be okay, and he a boy, a A1 athlete, tall, dark, handsome, with money, girl, move around, like, yeah. So yeah, you gotta know damn well it's gonna be a problem, but okay, we get it. So now she's like, I'm about to go. Dev's like, no, you gonna fix this damn pie before you leave out of here. Jazz can wait. The hell. So the next scene cut to Will. The fact that I hate people who so fucking nosy to the point where you go and confront your nosiness, meaning you go and try to get answers from the person you being nosy about, which is fucking I can't even talk, Jeffrey, right? So I'm gonna get into all that, but first Will goes into the he's trying to find Jeffrey, right? He's like, he goes and finds Jeffrey where? In Uncle Phil's office, reading that fucking folder, right? So he's pretty much saying, Will saying, I need you to be around because, I'm not really a bank. It's going to be awkward to be in a place full of people who don't know you. And Jeffrey's like, okay, I got you, brother. I'll be right beside your side. Like, don't worry about it. We got this. Pounds him up, walks out. He go, Will knows ass. He goes to this goddamn man folder and sees that it's a damn boy picture in there. And Will's like, in his head, he's like, who the fuck this damn boy is? So, of course, he runs his ass up here and talking to goddamn Carlton. He's like, so what's going on with Jeffrey? He's like, I found this damn picture down there, and I'm trying to figure out who he is because he looked like him. And then Carlton like, it's probably his damn son here. And then he go, your loud ass, he got a son? And we like, why you so fucking loud? Yeah, nigga. And why would that man not have a son? Like, you are like he goddamn your age. Like, he damn near 40. Like, if not 40, pushing 50. Like, yeah, nigga got a child. I'm sure of it. So, of course, Will's trying to solve a goddamn puzzle, trying to get shit to figure it out. So, that's what he doing right now. So, move around, because you irritated me. Now, the guests have arrived. The Banks family, they done pulled up in 2 goddamn Sprinter vans. I would have said, ooh, too many of y'all, too many black folks in one spot. But, hey, they come on in. They hugging on each other and all that shit. And then a cute scene that I knew was going to probably develop into a relationship was with Ashley. Of course, she on old folks duty, right? So she sees Uncle Earl. She go up to him. Keep in mind, I don't think she remember him like that. She go up to him, try to help him. She's like, hi, I'm Ashley. And, Al, if you need anything, let me know. Hell, that man looked at her and kept fucking walking. He said, Anyway, so she looking like, what the fuck? And then Hillary comes up and she's like, girl, don't take it no serious. And that's Uncle Earl, honey. He don't be talking to nobody, honey. But believe me, he the oldest Banks living, and he got plenty of goddamn stories. So you may want to, you may want to, keep an eye on him and whatnot. And I said, bet. I said, watch. She gonna be the one to break that man exterior and get him to be talking and really like her, because she's already likable as well, little girl. Like, you really, really cute, and you really like not, you really, really selfless in a sense. So yeah. So that's okay, cool. We like that little scene. That was cute. And then we get to meet who? We get to meet Uncle Phil's brother, honey, aka Bill Bellamy. He done played in so much shit, and he a comedian. What's that damn movie he played in? How to be a player. That's what I remember him from, number 1, that damn movie. But yeah, either way it go, our boy Bill Bellamy in here, honey. That's supposed to be Phil's brother. So of course he has a son as well. We get to meet his son, and we get to see how that dynamic is between Carlton and him. They don't get along, of course they don't. He come in the door making a joke at Carlton, talking about something. Boy, I see you ain't growed up none. The hell. So yeah, so of course we're gonna see how that goes. It's gonna be definitely some drama between these two cousins and these two damn brothers. So let's get on into that. The next scene would be, of course, they all outside getting ready to have fun. They're put their little family banks t-shirts on and shit. And they're talking at the table, they're playing dominoes, and we get to see the dynamic between Uncle Phil's brother. Your name gonna be Bill Bellamy. So follow along, guys. His name, he's gonna be his real name in the show. I can't remember his damn fake name, but Bill Bellamy. And we're gonna see how Bill Bellamy treats his son, which is he's so hard on his son, like he can't do shit right. He's just like making the whole table feel awkward, right? And we can all see that, sense it, and feel it. So we watching that shit go down. Everybody watching it. Pretty much it's Carlton, Uncle Phil, shit, Will, everybody at the table just talking, right? So then we like, okay, we see how that shit's gonna be. So we're gonna go ahead and move on past that. So the next scene. So the next scene is Ashley brings the old man a plate. He's sitting down on the couch by himself, looking just old and mean for no reason. And she's like, hey, Uncle Earl, I brought you a plate. I love these biscuits. I brought you two. And then she sits beside him in the chair and they eat and whatnot. And the old man is looking like, what's your angle, little girl? So he looking all crazy and shit, knowing damn well he want to eat that damn food, but go off though. So I see it already. The exterior is breaking. It's breaking, okay? It's fucking breaking. So next scene, here we go. Hillary and this damn ex-boyfriend. He comes in being fucking family man. Everybody love him. Grandma love him. Come hug me. He hugging the kids and shit. He all that. Keep in mind now, Hillary didn't invite this man here. We find out that Phil invited him, okay? And so Hillary's like, let me talk to you for a minute, ex-boyfriend, because you pissing me off. She's like, okay, I didn't invite you, my dad did, but like, listen, you do know that like there will be nothing happening between me and you going forward ever again. Like, we're not together. There's no chance in hell, and I do got a boyfriend. And so he's like, girl, okay. What he said you did break my heart. And he's like, everything feels so right now. And then that's when she was like, yeah, but ain't shit gonna happen and blah, blah, blah. And so he's like, okay, that's fine. But like, where your nigga at now? Like, why ain't he here? At the family reunion, why he ain't here? Keep in mind now, Hillary been texting that man damn near all day. And he ain't replied back to not Nathan. So of course, saying his goddamn feelings. So of course, they figured it out. And so yeah, he was like, anyway, just know that ain't shit gonna be going on between me and you. So move around. The hell? So, the next scene was, this is where goddamn Will nosy ass go and confront his nosiness. He goes up to goddamn Jeffrey. They come in this damn office and they're talking and whatnot. He brings Jeffrey a piece of pie and then he gets into it. He's like, yeah, let me ask you a question. And before he even get it out, not Uncle Phil, but, Jeffrey, like, slides the paper over to him, which pretty much is his son. And he's like, I already know what your nosy ass want. I can already sense it. I can just feel it. And he's like, yeah, this is my son. He giving the whole story about his son being 22, was adopted and all that shit, getting the whole breakdown about why he had to leave his son and blah, blah, blah. So we got a whole little backstory about that, which I already told you guys. So now he wants to get back in his son's life. I mean, granted, you not doing no thug boy shit no more. I don't think you will. Inspector Gadget 007. So why not get your goddamn son back, right? So that was a good scene. What happens next? And the next scene is we see Ashley. She's in the kitchen doing something, getting a cupcake or something. And who comes up? Mr. Old Mean Man. He comes up and he's just like, start making small talk with her. And then we get to find out that this man is like he's a vet. He was like in the Red Tails. Like, he got a picture. Like, this man is like he's in history. He's a part of history. So I was like, see, and I knew Ashley would get this shit out of him because like she's the one that seeks knowledge. She in that age where she just, I mean, granted, she ain't a fucking toddler, but she in middle school, but she's the type of kid that's like wants to learn more, especially about Black history. Like, she's like a Black Power Panther. Like, that's gonna be her calling, because like that's what she is into. So I was glad to see that shit happen. Like, okay, oh man, you better not be goddamn being mean to my girl. So let's move on. We get a scene where Carlton and his cousin, the one who they can't seem to get along. So Carlton is in his room playing his goddamn Street Fighter game, and cousin comes to the doorway, and he's like, yeah. So he pretty much talking about their dads. He's like, yeah, how does it feel to have a dad that's overbearing, that you can't get, like, you feel like you can't do shit right? It's like, it's always just something. And so they're bonding over that. And I'm looking like, yeah, I said, but bro, cousin, your dad a little bit worse, because Carlton's dad, like, of course he expects the most, but like, he's not literally like dogging this man out in front of people, or like making him feel low. Like, we don't do that type of shit. Like, Uncle Phil is hard, but he's not like that hard. So Carlton's like, right, I get you. And so he just let his cousin get his shit off, and see that his cousin is really going through it. Like, he is really taking this brunt and this wrapping from his dad, and it's not a good feeling. So of course now Carlton get a glimpse into how his cousin is and why you are the way you are. To me, that is. So Carlton was like, okay, cool. You want to goddamn play the game with me? And they play the game, and that's pretty much how they end up bonding. But yeah, they had a nice little bonding session. So we cut on to the actual, and now it's time for the Banks fucking flag football tournament. Okay, because I told you Uncle Phil called Hillary's ex over to be on their team because he a fucking athlete and this and all that bullshit, right? So this is the big game. So they're kicking ass. They out here playing. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna flex. I love flag football. When I was in school, I want to be a boy so bad, apparently. But yeah, so I can kind of see why y'all niggas be liking flag football. Bitch, give me this fucking script off your damn bill. But yeah, so they playing it. They getting into it. The game's really tight. Like, even though they got this fucking A1 athlete, it's a tight game between Uncle Phil brother and the cousin and all that bullshit, right? So they get down to the last play. This is going to be the play that calls it all, right? Uncle Phil throws the ball. He pushes out cousin out the way. Cousin fall. Bill Bellamy like, what the fuck are you doing? Get your ass up. Literally like, damn, dad. So I guess Carlton hears and sees all this and see how his cousin looks so fucking hurt. And so Carlton decides to basically miss the play. Like, he missed the ball and just let the cousin them win. So the cousin them win. Bill Bellamy's happy. He's hugging his son. And so we see why you let him win, because you know that if he lost the game, he would be getting a tongue lashing and all this shit from his dad. And you already know how he feel about that shit. So I'm going to let you go ahead and win this game. So Carlton, big ups to you for that, because I wouldn't have let you win shit. But to go off, sister. So the next scene is a good scene. We get more character development with Uncle Phil and his brothers now talking. And they're pretty much getting their shit out. Getting all this animosity out and this and that, and saying how they felt as kids because Phil felt jealous or threatened as Bill, as the big brother, because he felt like he couldn't do enough. But then Bill Bellamy felt like he wasn't good enough because he was like, the dad betted more on you than he did me. Bill was like, I went and told Dad, I want to go to college. And Daddy told me, nigga, no, that's more Phil shit. You ain't going to goddamn college. Like, we ain't doing that shit. And then I forgot to tell y'all about Bill Bellamy, because Bill Bellamy got money too. Bill built his own empire. Bill said, nigga, I got 10 dealerships. I'm the number one dealership in the South. Like, we doing big things down there. Like, I was like, okay, money. Because I forgot to tell you guys, it was a scene where Bill and Phil and Will were at the table talking, and they were just talking about their come up and how they both had different come ups. Whereas in Phil had the school, and Bill said, I had to get out there and hustle. Like, I built my shit from the bottom. Like, I didn't go to college, I didn't go to school. He said he started working at a car dealership in the garage as a teenager, and he never not left. So he said he built that shit from the ground. Like, he started from here and went up. And he said, I had to hustle. Like, I didn't have that book shit and all that shit. So I was like, okay, I love to see the difference in dynamics between Bill and Phil, because it's like, we ain't got to go the exact same path, but we can also have the same ending. Like, we can both be successful. We can both have a family and all that shit, and we can make this shit twerk, right? So that's a little backstory on Uncle Phil's brother. Okay, so back to them talking. They're talking and whatnot, and so yeah. So feels like so we both feeling the same way, and for no reason. Like Phil was like, I feel like I don't do enough for the family and for mother, you know, because dad's gone now. Like, I don't do enough. He was like, because you're in it. So you're back home. Like, you take care of mama. You're there. He's like, that's why I fucking said I'll host this goddamn family reunion, because I want to feel like I'm doing something. Like, he was like, because you really are the man stepping up, taking care of business at home. And I'm out here in California. Like, I feel like I'm not doing shit. So, yeah, so they got all that shit out. They pretty much hashed it out. And then Phil was like, no. And then Bill was like, because, you know, apparently his wife died. So he's like, yeah, being a single parent nowadays, it's not the easiest. It's hard. And he's choking up and this and that. And then Phil said, guess what? We can, like, do this shit together. Like, we ain't gotta be separate no more. Like, this shit, whatever you going through, is us. There's no you or me. It's us, nigga. And I was like, let's go. Okay. So yeah, so that's pretty much how that shit ended for them. And then the last scene that I believe, probably not last scene, but when Uncle Phil came to talk to Carlton, and he's like, now tell me what happened in that game, because you ain't never missed that pass and you decide to miss it this time. Like, tell me something. So Carlton's like, oh shit. But in that very instant, we see Bill walk by, and he goes to his son, and we looking at him, and so he go give his son a hug, and he's like, yeah, son, I love blah, blah, blah. And then that's when it clicked for Phil. He's like, you did that shit for them. Like, because you know what the fuck they going through. And then he's like, I'm proud of you. And I was like, bitch, me too with your ugly ass, because you did that shit. So yeah, so that ended up pretty good. Phil and not Phil, but Carlton and Will, they talked, you know, because they had that talk earlier about Will not dropping out the race for the Founders Award. So he goes back and talk to Carlton. He's like, I want to talk to you, bro. He was like, I want to talk about that Founders Award shit. And before he can get it out, Carlton says, you know what, man? I'm sorry. You know what? I think it would be good if you did run, give me a good competition, and you know, we'll work that shit out. And Will was like, good, because I wasn't gonna drop out anyway. A little jokey joke. But yeah, so they hashed that shit through. We got that done, and that's pretty much it. But let's end this for this recap. This last scene I want to talk about, the scene where it's the Soul Train line. It's wrapping up the goddamn day of the the first day of the reunion, I guess. So they wrapping that up, and ex-boyfriend, he's looking for Hillary can nowhere to be seen outside, because why? She's inside the house on her phone trying to get Jazz to fucking answer the phone or text it back, right? So ex-boyfriend comes in, and he's like, hey, what you doing? Like, what the fuck? Like, come on out here and dance and shit. So I guess she's like, well, I guess I've been trying to get this man all day. I guess I can goddamn go on out there, right? So she go out there, and as soon as she go out the goddamn door, her phone rings. A message. It's like, I'm leaving the door unlocked. Come on by tonight. And I said, right, because you would send that now, and why? She ain't gonna see that shit. And because I said, but if I was her and I've been texting your ass all day, nigga, and you want to text back at midnight to come on over, I would not come. I said, I'm over it now. Like, I'm still at a bar somewhere drunk as hell. Like, I'm not stunning you because you're an idiot. Like, granted, I know Hillary got down by inviting her ex, granted, only for work, but nonetheless, you didn't tell me that shit. So, I get it. But, like, how about you talk it out, bro, so we can move forward as a unit, right? So, but that's him. Okay, so, yeah. So, we're going to see how that shit plays out, right? So, real quick before I go. So, ex-boyfriend, earlier that day, you remember I told you he was talking to Hillary, and he told Hillary that, okay, I get it. We ain't gonna do shit. I'm here as friends, blah, blah, blah. So talking to Will after that, he tells Will, he said, yeah, I told her about that friend shit, but like, I'm trying to get her back. Like, I'm here, like, I'm gonna do everything I can to get her back. So with that being said, we see why he lingered around to the end of the night, because he's trying to like really get this whole back. So with that being said, guys, this was a great episode. We learned a lot about different characters, Phil's family, like Jeffrey. Like, we got a lot of info this episode. So I really would love to hear from you guys below. Comment, tell me what you like, what you didn't like. Anything, just say it below here. I love it. I love all comments below. And like I always say, please subscribe and like this video, and talk to you guys later. Bye.